What's going on, everyone? My name is Hangos, and in this video, we're going to be doing first impressions of Clubhouse. And I'm going to be genuinely honest, it's a really fun app that you can get lost in for quite a while. So, to start off, to not waste your time, what are the aspects that I really like about Clubhouse, and what might gravitate you to join in the first place? What I really like is being able to listen to experts talk about what they're doing, how they got there. I think the magic of it is that celebrities are talking sometimes. Like one of my favorite people in the world, Tim Dillon, is on there for like 19 hours a day for some reason, but you get to talk to him. He'll bring up people, he'll have questions, and you just kind of listen. It's not saved anywhere, so it's like an exclusive thing. And I think that's what's really going to drive it forward, or at least that's what I thought about until last night. When I first started the app, it was really confusing because I just saw rooms like, what do I do? Like, how do you work with it? So I don't think the user web flow has been thought about too much. I'm personally using it on iPad. Make sure to follow me on Clubhouse at Isaac Mihangos. But I was generally confused, like, so I can only go into the room when it's scheduled. In order to get the most of it, you actually have to follow quite a few people. There's already a few influencers on there. David Dobrik is not on there, but other people. Follow them, you follow your friends, and then you search around based on your category. When you first sign up, it'll actually ask you, like, what are you interested in? You're interested in tech, investing, VC. That's what I personally chose, like those are my interests. Based on that, it'll generate rooms for you. There's currently a limit of 5,000 people. On top of that, the app is still by invite only, which I think is how they're being very successful. If your friends are online, on the corner, it will let you know that they are on your profile. This is the one aspect of the application that I still don't kind of like, the way that our profile looks. And the overall app is not horrible, right? Like the design isn't bad at all, but it's not good either. It feels like it's like 2011 and it just launched on the App Store. So let's just leave it at that before I go on a tangent. The link isn't clickable either. Here in my bio, it is not clickable at all right here. You can add your Twitter and your Instagram on there as well. They collect a lot of data. I personally am not a fan of that. I did not link them. And then you go into Clubhouses, right? You can click on any single one of these. There's a little hand where you raise your hand and you talk about it. There's like speakers already on there. They're just talking. There's no like recap yet. There's no notes on there. When you join a conversation halfway, you're kind of just joining the conversation halfway. There's no way to rewind on this, which I think is cool. This kind of adds to exclusivity. The big thing is just being able to listen, raise your hand, and talk to experts. Press a little peace sign and move out of there, and then you're good. And you kind of keep exploring, right? The big thing is following like a good amount of quality people, because there's definitely a lot of trash in here. A week ago, before Elon Musk joined, I was already on there for like 3 days, and then the quality of the rooms is so good. Like every single room was like, oh dang, this is really good, it's really insightful. And then the meme lord decides to join, and that night the servers crash. I try to join the chat and it's literally impossible. What follows afterwards is everybody joins. A lot of people want an invite. I even got an email regarding an invite. I'm like, I don't know who you are. Why would I give you my number? Since then, in 1 week, the quality of the rooms has gone down drastically. It's still fun to listen, right? Like you kind of have to gauge why you're in the room. Like, what is the aspect of the room? Who's in there? There's definitely a good range of creators. I think one of my favorite rooms is YouTubers that are serious, because I'm a very serious YouTuber that screams at the camera for 3 hours straight sometimes. Then there's a calendar, what's upcoming. I still kind of get lost in this. I don't know if this is just random people that I follow, or like what. I don't know how these this upcoming for you stuff is here, because I'm not even in some of these clubs. I guess it's just like whoever visits them. So the UI on this is still kind of like confusing to me. But the big thing is you're listening, you're there, you're looking for categories that will benefit you. Once you go up to the top and you talk to people, then that's where you kind of start to see the benefit, especially when it comes to like YouTuber channels. I've been able to ask YouTubers to have like 60, 70K, which to me is a lot, but then, they're getting up there. So I'm wondering, like, what do you think made you successful? I think this is a great application for educational purposes, socializing when it comes to the coronavirus, because I still think we're very audio beings, as much as video is cool and Twitter is kind of your thoughts as well. The improvement that I hope to see is just the UI, the UX, being able to click on the bio, because it doesn't really do that, and just making it easier to open up like rooms, right? Because right now it's kind of done through an Airtable forum and it's done manually. If you want to start a Clubhouse, that is exclusive to whatever topic you want to talk about, you still have to go through like this weird process. What is the future of Clubhouse? In my personal take, well, I was really optimistic about it. And, Elon got on there. Moxie, the creator of Signal, got on there. Still waiting for Edward Snowden to get on there. This is podcast meets, the freaking town square. The thing I didn't know I wanted, basically. And then I was genuinely disappointed because Mark Zuckerberg got on there. And you know that in a week's time, this dude is going to copy the app and Clubhouse is going to go down the drain. Or he's going to acquire Clubhouse. The moment that happens is the moment I'm leaving. Yeah, it's really fun to chat and like hear people and hear their opinions and thoughts. There's no algorithm yet. That's one of the core aspects that really makes it kind of fun to just like discover, since nothing is personalized to me. It's just like a bunch of random ones. Some really strange stuff going on there. But that's the internet in general, right? Overall, do I suggest that you should kind of go in there, download the app? Heck yeah, I think you should, because I think you'll find a lot of quality stuff so far. I think it has like 6 million users, which is crazy, but sometimes I'll just spend like hours and hours on this thing. It's a horrible addiction. Please call my doctor. Twitter has something kind of like this, but Twitter is Twitter, and I don't see who could compete with this just yet. In terms of monetization, my personal take on it is this would be kind of hard to monetize, I was in a room hearing people and they're like, how are they going to monetize this? Because to me, it seems really strange, right? You entering a conversation in real life, it's not like there's a random ad or a random person before you enter the conversation. This is like the same thing that happened to Joe Rogan, right? It disrupts the flow of conversation when there's an ad placed in front of it. I don't think I would pay a subscription for this, but I also think that like Patreon would copy this. Like, Patreon would just be like, let me add a audio feature on here and then everybody could talk. I'm really happy with the app so far. I'm happy at the stages. But since Mark Zuckerberg got invited, I'm pretty sure this thing's going to be bought out within a year. And then all your data is just going to be sold left and right to the highest bidder. So those are my thoughts. Those are my opinions. What do you think about Clubhouse? Where do you think it's going? And at the end of the day, I thank you so much for your time and your attention. My name is Hongos, and I'll catch you in the next one.